celebrities, or like might not be in a beautiful, perfect stream setup. Mahler, you look like you could be on the Walk of Fame for sure.
Oh, you're too dead. Now I know you're lying.
But I wouldn't lie to you. But that don't have perfect setups, don't have the DSLR cameras with lights all over the place, still find success, because people still they go to those streams, and if the person is like someone that they want to hang out with, they're gonna hang out with them, and that's essentially what streaming is. So that's my 2 cents on that for sure.
I completely agree with you. How you doing over there, Spuddy?
I'm just having to restart my stream quickly because it's frozen, but the picture's literally frozen at you pointing at me because I've just looked at it on my phone. The other way. It's literally frozen at you pointing at me, so I'm just restarting my stream.
Right.
But I don't know if it's my OBS because I clicked stop streaming and it's just sat there at stopping stream. It's not actually stopped it, so I think my OBS might be playing up.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully you get that sorted. It'd be nice to hear.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully.
I got one, I guess.
Yeah, please.
But this is just a kudos to everyone in the world who has these conversations. I'm gonna make it broader than it was written. But yes, always I strive to make at least one person a day. Then I'm making a change. You're amazing, all of you. It takes a lot to do what you're doing. So I just I thought that was important to say, because I think we all know it is, right? But in some sense, we are all that little kid who's just not sure about being confident with things, right?
Yeah.
So really appreciative of you guys in the community and you guys being so kind and supportive in this effort, as well as all of our others. But certainly right here, right now, appreciate you guys. Totally.
Appreciate you too, brother.
Appreciate you, bud. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to, we can just, if anybody else has any questions or anything, drop them in chat. We can kind of give some input.
Anybody in chat want to, obviously, the forum is for you guys as well as for us, right? It's obviously therapeutic for us to be able to have these conversations, but it's also a way to open the door for you guys in the community to start having those conversations and get that stuff out instead of internalizing it all. So if there's anything anybody would like to put into our chats, you want to talk about something, share an experience, it certainly is open for all of you. And if there's those who want to keep it private and need a different type of conversation, then please take that take that step.
Yeah, please do. I think, like I said, I've already stated, but I will restate, our DMs are always open. None of us are professionals. I don't think any of us have professional training by any means in terms of psychology or therapy, but just as human beings who have been through some shit.
No, we're just professionally fucked up.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. I do have a question in chat.
All right.
How the heck are y'all such wonderful humans?
I can't answer that one, so I ain't got a clue. But my stream's now back up and running.
Great.
So hopefully that sorted the problem out.
It's you guys in the community who give us the confidence to do this every day, to utilize this platform as a place of change and a place of good versus just derping out and playing video games and, grasping whatever vice in which you partake. I think that for me, that's what it is. For me, if it weren't for the community and the outreach, the support, I wouldn't do it. I would just game. It's a lot easier. Let's just be honest about some things. It's a lot easier to just game than it is to game and stream. So it's it's really you guys. It's you guys on the outside or inside the community, but watching our streams when you come in and support, who give us the energy to continue to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about the community, the fam. Now, you guys may have heard that. You might not know what it is. And so maybe we should explain it a little bit.
Sure.
So about 8 of us, what would you say, a couple of months
9.
ago? About,
9.
well, 9 now. 9 now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. 9. I apologize. We have a new member. Viva! But 9 of us got together and decided that we wanted like-minded people around us. And so we formed a group that we call the Fam. Now, it's not anything official because none of us are partnered, but it is a collaboration of 9 streamers now who are all of the same cut, who are all, in my opinion, beautiful people, coming from different lifestyles, different experiences, different backgrounds, certainly, different parts of the world, who are really trying to one step at a time change this world for the better. Make it a better place for our community, for that one person who comes in who's struggling that day. And I'll tell you, I'm very enthused by what we've been able to do as a small group, kind of disorganized most of the time. But as a small group, we've helped a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And we will continue. And that's what the Fam is. That's what we're trying to build. One day we will officially make it, right? One day we will call it official when the Twitch gods, drop 85 people on us every day.
Yeah.
But that's what the Fam is. So you guys might not, maybe a little bit of more information about it can help you kind of understand what we're talking about. There's 9 of us now, and it includes, it includes Gargle and Jolly Llama and Strange Spuddy and myself and Waddy and Maggers, Melon Ninja. Don't let me forget anybody. UB2, Viva. Is that 9?
I didn't count.
Yeah, I should have counted. But I have I gotta think. Let me see. Here.
Gargle, me, you.
Right?
Me, you. Yeah. Gargle, me, you, Spuddy. Then we got Maggers, Yubi, Waddy, Viva.
That's 8. Melon Ninja.
Melon. Who
Yeah,
was
so
on a little
we
bit.
got them all. Yeah, so we got them all. So, and it's just people from different worlds. I mean, you got, a handful of us from Australia. You got a handful from the UK. You got, Jolly and I are separated by 3,000 miles of the United States. Gargle's in Minnesota, right? Minnesota or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Is it Wisconsin?
The can.
The land of
She's from the can.
I got a message off Squid saying that he wished he could have joined us because he suffers for some things, but obviously that's up to you two. And if you do, I'll offer it to him.
Mhm.
But he hasn't got a webcam though.
Gotcha.
That's fine. I think, that this is something that we need to do often. I know for me personally on stream, we always talk mental health, right? I mean, we try to bring it up once, twice a day to at least let people know that the door is open. And I think as we grow and continue to deal with an ever-changing world, mental health is going to continue to be really important for all of us and having the conversation. So I don't think this is a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
I really believe that this is a lifetime. And in my lifetime of streaming, I plan on it being very much part of the conversation.
Yeah, and I'd absolutely love to do this again and be able to have, I guess, more of a open forum in the way of just like anyone that's kind of part of the community, just like, come on in and talk about things. I think that would be fantastic. Maybe we can, eventually even schedule something like off stream where we all just like gather together and just talk and just like as people, I feel like a lot of Twitch viewers in general have this misconstrued conception of like what, who streamers are, and they put, streamers on a pedestal and just like look at them as like different
Celebrities.
Yeah.
I looked at streamers like celebrities for a long time.
Yeah.
Till I got into the seat and I said, oh, they're just messed up humans just like me. All right, this is perfect.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have a question from the community.
Hit us.
All right. Gaming became an escape for me, but I struggle to maintain moderation and keeping it from becoming unhealthy. Have y'all struggled with that? Do you think streaming helps / hurts in that regard? It's a good question.
That is a fantastic question.
Is
I have been to a point where gaming was detrimental, but I think that comes less from the amount of time that I've put into streaming gaming, and more into the benefits I've received from playing said game, right? So there was a period of time where I was playing League of Legends religiously, and I wasn't getting anything out of it. Like it was just negativity being fed into my brain, just toxicity and negativity, and there was no positive growth besides maybe a little bit of skill every once in a while. But what does that translate to? Really nothing, unless I was streaming it. And I was streaming here and there at the time, but I wasn't taking it seriously at all. And in terms of like, does streaming help? I think that completely depends again on kind of like what you get out of the game, and how much time you're putting in, and making sure that you're doing things outside of just playing the video game, right? Like we were talking about earlier, other things that we do to cope besides gaming, right? Spuddy's got, RC trucks, which are super cool. I'm actually still jealous thinking about it. I might have to like pick one up, but and I've got
some photos in Discord for you.
yeah. And I've got, singing and writing and graphic art, and Mahler's got his dog that, he spends a lot of time with, and yeah. So I think as long as you have something outside of that game, unless it's something that you're gaining something from, in terms of like, even if you're playing a game all the time, and every single time you get off the game you feel better about yourself, right? Like that's still a positive to me. I don't think that's an issue. Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I don't necessarily like, it can be certainly detrimental. I've had it to where it's detrimental, right? Playing a no lifing arc. FaZe can talk about this, but you're not working and you play in a game for 20 something hours a day for months on end, and essentially I use that as a way to not have to deal with life. That's definitely not, that is harmful, and it probably was one of those add-ons to where I finally got to, right, a couple of years ago. So in that regards, no, I would say it's definitely not helpful, right? You have to know your limits. You can't do anything in excess and expect it to be healthy for you, right? Everything in a small portions. But on the other hand, streaming is therapeutic for me. So in that way, gaming is helping, right? But then other times when I'm just stressed out, quite frankly, turning my mind off and immersing myself in a video game where I cannot be me for a little while is what I need. It's sad to say I need to not be me for a while, but it's the way I've learned to cope. It's the way that regular life doesn't completely beat me down. Because this life is not easy.
Yeah. Buddy, what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I'm the type that doesn't actually know what therapeutic means, or probably can't even pronounce it, because I struggle understanding some words and that. But I have found that I can relate with gaming all the time and that, because you can even ask Squid. I used to just sit in my room because I wasn't working or anything. Just sit in my room all the time from when I woke up to when I went to sleep, either playing on the PlayStation, playing on the PC, or anything I could. And the only time I really went out the room was when I went to the toilet or gone to get food or drink, and I just wasted my life away and all that. But I do get really depressed now, but gaming does help me get my mind off things. I find if I play Call of Duty, it helps me with my anger as well because I take my anger out in the game. Even though it is kind of killing people, but obviously it's a game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely better to do it in a video game for sure.
Yeah. But I have found that ever since I have been streaming, yeah, I found it hard at first because of my confidence and everything, but streaming has made me meet so many wonderful people. I've got a wonderful community. People that actually have been there for me, have helped me out, you know, showed their support and everything. I just can't thank them enough, to be honest. And I'm being raided right now.
Go ahead and mute yourself and do what you gotta do. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that covered that question.
Yeah, I think we did good on that.
Yeah.
You do this more, this will help a lot of people and help through a lot of issues. Couldn't agree more.
Totally agree. I do have a question.
Sure.
Came through a little bit ago. Regarding your discussion on Twitch streaming, how do I work up the courage to start streaming in the first place? Because I've been trying and I just can't bring myself to hit the go live button in Streamlabs OBS. I'm assuming this is related to just like anxiety. Would be my guess. Because that's usually the culprit for struggling to hit that go live button. Any thoughts on this one? You ever struggle with this?
I mean, I did, but I guess the good thing is I had and I don't know what that person's circumstance is, but I had a couple of friends who had already streamed, and that was my friend Rasta Philly and Dr. Stewie. Right, those were the first two people that really kind of got me in. So when I was struggling, and that first couple of streams, right, is a nightmare of technology. It's just a nightmare because you don't know and things go wrong. So having them there to help me essentially tweak the technology stuff at least gave me the confidence to say, hey, that's stream number 1. It's down, right? I can check that off my list. I did it. I finally did go live. That helped me. Now, if I were to give a suggestion, if you're playing maybe stream with a multiplayer game so that you can include a Discord with some friends. That takes a lot of the pressure off of you to be the focal point of entertainment, and allows you to just enjoy the game and try not to stress. Because I can tell you, all of us stress when we're streaming, especially if you see that little bar on the bottom of your screen start going like red and yellow. You're right. It ruins the whole thing. Like, it's so stressful. So that's how I would suggest to go live. Tell your best friend though. Make sure your best friend is in there with you, right? In chat with you, to keep you going, because you need people. And you don't want to stream to nobody when you're already not feeling confident with it, right? So get that one person that your best friend, or say, hey Mahler, I'm going to try to stream for the first time. I was wondering if you could come out. That's the other thing. Gain a community, right? Go out and network in a community, and then you befriend some people and you say, hey, I'm going to stream, but I'm really not confident. Can you come and take a look at things for me? And at the very least, you have somebody in there who's another supportive, probably new streamer, or who has gone through those trials and tribulations. But if you have a voice, you should stream. If you want to, and you think you'd be good at it, or you think you have something to say, or even if you don't know if you have anything to say, but you're interested, do it. Every shot you don't take, you fail.
It's 100% of the 100% of the shots you don't take. Speaking is hard.
What do you
I'm also running on very little sleep.
Don't talk about relationships, right? If you don't ask the girl out or the person out, it's already a no.
Yeah.
So what do you have to lose?
Right. You've
You
been
know?
rejected before you even tried. Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, and both of you guys are beautiful people, according to Super Duper Pooper Trooper.
Love you, Super. But I thank you for saying his whole name too.
It takes one to know one, Super.
Yeah,
Absolutely. 100% right there.
you're the best.
And let's see. We just to add on a comment that we got. Keep it up. You guys are amazing. This is what streaming should be. Also, that Mauler guy isn't bad. Wink.
Oh, geez. Let me get a number. Hey. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, yeah, I'd probably fill up a whole 4-hour stream talking about, struggles and stuff I've done.
Yeah. And even just hitting that go live button in the first place, we could probably sit here and talk for.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you and I have already done it, Jolly. We've
Yeah.
already sat in a Discord party together for 8 hours and just been like, dude, it's like 7 a.m. Okay,
Yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah. But I think you covered it for the most part, Mahler. I do want to also just add in to that question about just starting to go live to begin with. It's literally just like, just decide that you're going to play games. And you know what? For your first stream, I would recommend don't care about anything. Don't care about the quality of it. Don't care about how long it goes. If you're playing a game and you're worried about your webcam or whatever, don't have a webcam on. If you're worried about your voice, don't have your mic on. Getting over that hurdle of literally just playing a game and hitting that stream button, you can take those baby steps. You can, stream for your first time, literally just gameplay, where you don't have to worry about talking to chat. You don't have to worry about, your webcam setup and overlays and stuff like that. And then, the next stream, put your mic on. And then the stream after that, maybe put your webcam on, and then, worry about overlays somewhere down the road, and step by step for sure. So yeah, that's probably my best advice for that.
What made you
I
first?
have a question from chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Can you feel happy without a partner in life?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
Is that a specific question, or is that broad question? I don't
know. Someone just asked it in chat.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can touch on it. I think there are a lot of people just that you can, I guess, look up to, really, in that there's a lot of people who are single, who haven't been in a relationship for years, who are happy. And then I think it's dependent on the person, obviously. I think some people need a companion, but that companion doesn't necessarily have to be, a romantic partner, right? You could have a best friend, and they could be a companion in that way of like, you need someone to talk to. You have someone there. Mahler's got his dog, and that's more than enough companionship for a lot of people. In terms of romantic partnership, it's kind of dependent on the person, but I think it's totally possible for a human being to be happy in general, single and by themselves. There are a lot of people in this world who are like that and are totally fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that I don't know. For me, it's like the one life goal. Not necessarily that relationship, but a child. And I'm 43. I'm the only one in my family with my last name who is at all capable of creating a child for the family, essentially. So that's another added piece of pressure, right? You got to pass on the family name. It's going to die with you. Wow, no pressure there.
Yeah.
But I've always been amazing. I love children. And I just think that is kind of what I was, to mold a small child.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it's hard being outside of a relationship because it gives you so much, it gives you things that maybe, I don't know. I don't know. There's that team aspect that I really miss about a relationship. The fact that we're in this together. You know, we're her and I, or that two people. Until they aren't, right? Which is the devastating part of it all. Right, exactly. I think you can find bits of happiness in anything, no matter what your circumstance. You just have to look for it. And if you're closed off because you're, sad, I guess, then you're going to miss those good things. So I suppose in that aspect, maybe it is okay. And you can still be happy without having maybe that one piece. But I think it's individual. I think each person puts their own pressure on themselves to, whether it be to have a relationship or to not have one. And for me, maybe it's far different versus some of you. Now, some of you are much younger, right? So you're in that same mode that I was, which was, oh, I'm 22 years old. I have plenty of time. Oh, I'm 25 years old. I have plenty of time. Oh, I'm 30. Plenty of time. 5-year relationship later, 4 years of depression later, you're 43, and now you're like, fuck, where's my time? So,
43 is still pretty young. You still got plenty of time. You still got plenty of time. With a beautiful, with that beautiful smile, there's no doubt in my mind you'll find someone.
So
and that beautiful heart. But that smile though.
Yeah, the smile does it all.
Yeah.
Oh God, you guys.
If you went outside and just smiled at everyone more than you have them queuing up.
Honestly, that's what I try to do when I'm out walking the dog. Just be friendly. Just be kind. Say hello. You know, some people just need to be said hello to. Acknowledge that they exist.
Yeah,
I'm getting a bit worried now. Night Owl just said, "Spuddy, why are you looking like a snack?"
Oh, oh, oh. On that note of just like going out and walking and saying hi or just being friendly to people, I actually have a really quick, funny story to share. Growing up in the LA area, when you go out and take a walk, nobody says hi to each other. Keep your eyes pointed to the ground. You're going point A to point B, or you're exercising, or you're focused, you're doing something. And I lived in I moved to a smaller town in kind of like the middle of almost nowhere in California for about 5 years. And when I first got there, I went on a walk, and the first person we passed by smiled, looked right at me and was like, "Hey, how's it going?" and kept walking. The most mind-blowing moment, because I was like, did they want something? Are they okay? Did they need something? Like, I didn't know how to respond. And after living there those 5 years, I realized that that was so much better of a way to live than to just keep your eyes pointed down and not connect with other people. So, yeah, just a little funny story. My first experience with that.
For sure. I have a question. I have something to say. I have something to say is how it starts too. You're all amazing human beings in all 3 streams, and I love you all. It doesn't take much effort to take a step back and realize, hey, maybe this person just needs some support. We are all here for each other. But then I have a question. I'd like to add something to starting streaming for the first time. Oh, maybe not a question though. Because it was something I was struggling with. Start with a game you know, a game you enjoy. If you enjoy it, others do too. Yeah, I think you're right on.
I refuse to play a game that I don't enjoy on stream.
Same way.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions?
Yeah, I like to try games first before I stream them, just to make sure I can get into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Squid's giving giant squid hugs to us all.
Big hugs to you, Squid.
All the gamer girls his way. Oh gosh. Viva and hockey are